Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. This is Md Jashim Uddin Patwary, Christian head teacher, Kachara Girls High School, Motab South, Chatpur. Welcome back to new lesson. Today I am going to share with you a very simple but important topic, that is auxiliary verb or helping verb. Auxiliary verbs are needed in English grammar mostly. Auxiliary verbs mainly two types. One is primary auxiliary and another is modal auxiliary. Primary auxiliary are three types. They are to be verb, to have verb and to do verb. To do verbs are am, is, are, was, were. To have verbs are have, has, had, and to do verbs are do, does, did. In this section, there are more auxiliary verbs like be, been, being, so on. And modal auxiliary verbs are shall, should, will, would, can, would, may, might, must, dare, need, what to, used to. And had better, would rather, going to, have to, so on. These auxiliary verbs are very important in English grammar. If you want to make any sentence and if we want to speak in English, if we want to write, auxiliary verbs are needed. So all of we must know auxiliary verbs. Here I want to give an example for what are the necessities of auxiliary verbs. I want to give an example like a very simple sentence I want to write, that is I eat rice. Very simple sentence. All of we know about the sentence, but this sentence is present indefinite or simple present. In simple present and simple past, there is no auxiliary verb in active form of sentences. But if we want to make it passive, it is needed auxiliary verb. Auxiliary verb is must. So I can say in passive form, auxiliary verb is must. So I want to write it in passive form. Passive. rice is eaten by me. This is the passive form of the sentence. This sentence is active and this sentence is passive. So in this sentence is auxiliary verb. So I can say in passive form auxiliary verb is needed. All kinds of passive form. And in interrogative, if I want to make it interrogative, here is also auxiliary verb is needed. Like do I eat rice? So I can say if we want to make any question, that means interrogative sentence, in this situation auxiliary verb is needed, must. There are two types of questions we know. One is yes not question and other is no based questions. All kinds of questions auxiliary verb is needed. And from this sentence, if I write negative, in that case auxiliary verb is also needed. Negative. I do not eat rice. Here is auxiliary verb is do. Without auxiliary verb, no sentence will be formed in negative. So here is auxiliary verb is do. I do not eat rice. So I can say that auxiliary verb is very important for learning English. If you want to learn English, auxiliary verb is needed. This is my advice to you that all of we must know auxiliary verbs very clearly, because auxiliary verbs are very easy but its necessity is very important. So all of we must know about auxiliary verbs very clearly. Thank you all. Goodbye.